Minnesota High School Girls Lacrosse. This afternoon it's the Royals of Hopkins High School and our Spuds of Moorhead Senior High School. Right here at Calmbrass Field, Jim Goda Stadium in Moorhead. Once again, concession stands are located to the west of the main bleacher area, as well as the restroom facilities. Special thanks to Sanford for their orthopedic and sports medicine coverage at all of our home Spuds spring athletic events. At this time, ladies and gentlemen, let's meet the starting lineups for both squads. First, for our visitors on the scoreboard this afternoon, the Royals of Hopkins High School. Our first starter for Hopkins, number 2, Shannon Braniff. Number 3, Ella Perry. Number 5, Jenna Holden. Number 7, Charlotte Rich. Number 9, Carmen Hashka. Number 11, Julia Amato. Number 13, Avery Shaw. Number 14, Ellen Johanning. Number 19, Sarah Collar. Number 25, Lindsay Schuchard. Number 40, Tori Katzenmeyer. Number 41, Shay Snope. And number 50, Leah Bosch. The head coach of the Hopkins Royals, Mr. John Smart, with the rest of the coaches, players, and staff of the Hopkins Royals High School Girls. Starting lineup for the home team on the scoreboard this afternoon, our Spuds from Moorhead Senior High School. The Spuds' first starter, number 0, Grace Davis. Number 1, Cami Whitekey. Number 2, Ava Nelson. Number 3, Harley Bingo. Number 7, Maya Molesky. Number 8, Sydney Martinson. Number 9, Ellie Wackenheim. Number 11, Ellie Harvela. Number 12, Sophie Swenson. Number 14, Ellie Retzer. Number 15, Jada Pepson. And finally, number 16, Ellie Bartholomew. The Spuds are coached by Miss Caitlin Rude with the rest of the coaches, players, and staff of the Moorhead High School. Guys, direct your attention toward the east end of Jim Goda Stadium as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem.
Start your business.
One moment, please. And let's play high school girls lacrosse.
Welcome to Spuds TV, brought to you by Muscatel Subaru, as we get set for the opening face-off here between the Hopkins Royals and the Moorhead Spuds. As Moorhead comes into this game at 3-3, and Hopkins comes into this contest 1-6. Opening face-off will be taken by Avery Shaw of the Royals and Ava Nelson of the Spuds. As we're underway, as Nelson pops it up, it's taken by Swenson. She'll throw it down to Grace Whittaker. She'll throw it to Martinson behind the net. She'll dodge from behind. Give it out to Bingle. She takes a spill. Back to Martinson. Martinson will go around the crease. To Moliski. She looks for the cutter, and it's dunked home by Nelson. So your Moorhead Dental Associates scoreboard. The Moorhead Spuds lead now 1-0.
Well, what a really nice cut there by Nelson, right through the middle of the semicircle. Got the pass from Molluski. She was wide open, and she made no mistake beating the goalkeeper Bosch, and the Spuds get the early lead.
Spuds jump out to an early goal 50 seconds into this contest, as Nelson and Shaw will take the draw once more. Nelson's able to win it up again. It's a loose ball, and Moorhead will take it on the restart. Now Nelson will glide by. She'll look to go to the net. She'll pop it out. And it'll be the Royals' ball.
And Nelson looked like she had a good lane to the net there, but Hopkins did a nice job closing down defensively, cutting her off, and ultimately committing the foul.
Shaw will start it up as she gives it up to Rich. Looks at the cut across the middle, and it'll be a loose ball. As Hopkins has the numbers, and another whistle will stay with Hopkins here as Shop will start up once more. Johanning loses it, and it'll be taken by Swenson. She's able to get it up to Whittaker. She'll come across midfield. She'll cut back and throw it. She looks for Molluski.
Yeah, nice job by Whitekey in the middle there with getting that loose ball and passing it up.
Bartholomew will start with it. She'll look to get it down to Martinson behind the net. Martinson will dodge. She'll lose it, and it'll go to Shop. She'll spin out. She'll throw back to Bosch of the Royals as she gives it out. And it'll be thrown up to Perry. Good ball movement by the Royals. On the far side, near side here. Katzenmeyer has it. And they'll look to get the ball low and get their first offense possession here. As they look for cutters. As Braniff carries, she'll cradle and she'll look for a cut. Now she'll spin. She'll throw it back to X, but that pass is just mishandled.
Yeah, it looked like they called a foul on the Spuds there. Stick around the head area. So it'll be a restart for the Royals.
recovery by the Spuds. As Braniff will now take it once more. She'll throw it down for Shaw. Now Shaw will slowly work her way forward as Hopkins cycles through on the cuts. Shaw continues to cradle. Now she'll look to glide the defense, and it'll be thrown back out as she gives it off to Johanning. Now Hoshka takes it. Now she'll take her turn behind the net. As Hopkins with a nice offensive possession here as they look to tie it up. Now Hoshka will go around the other way and look to reverse the cuts as she had a lane, but a nice defense by the Spuds there to get a stick on that. Now the Spuds will break free as Nelson gives it off to Martinson. Now Martinson will need a check, and she'll glide by. As a fast break, as the Spuds have numbers, Martinson will go to the right. And Martinson will put it over Bosch to give the Spuds a 2-0 lead on your Moore Dental Associates scoreboard.
Wow, what an effort by Martinson. She really ran away from a couple of Hopkins defenders, eluded a couple of other ones, and then she got into a great scoring position, was able to find a spot to beat the goaltender Bosch, and it gives Moorhead the 2-0 lead.
Great defensive showing there by the Spuds as they didn't give the Royals anything in front of the net and were able to counter the other way and take a 2-0 lead here early in the first. Safe face-off will be popped up as Dunnigan will take it. She'll throw it off now for Tweeton. And now the Royals are able to get it back. As Shaw has it, she'll throw it as a loose ball. The Spuds come away with it, and they'll look to regroup and reset as Dealstra will throw it now up for Mosier. Mosier will continue the cycle here. She gives it over to Tweeton. Dunnigan's able to get it, and she'll dodge now down the alley. Over to Dealstra. She'll look down. As Kerpis does well to use her body. She'll give it down to Martinson. Martinson will dodge once more. A nice spin move there. She looks to go to goal. She throws it back out, and it'll be Hopkins' ball here.
Yeah, Martinson may have backed into the goal area there, and so they're going to give the restart to Hopkins.
As Holden will start with it, and she'll throw it off to her left, over to Perry. Now Rich has it, and she throws it down. Hopkins will look to set up once more.
Timeout, yep.
On for Hopkins, I believe. The ref signaled. As with 18:0, the clock still running here.
There, they got it stopped.
Stopped at 17:56 here on your Moorhead Dental Associates scoreboard. The Moorhead Spuds lead this contest 2-0 on goals coming from Nelson and Martinson early on in this one.
Ladies and gentlemen, timeout on the field.
Natural talent, physical gifts, training advantages. To become a champion, none of that matters. True champions are the ones who are comfortable working harder, staying later, and finding that competitive edge. They are never satisfied simply doing a good job, because those who transform themselves from local talent into local folklore are the ones who continually perform beyond their limits. Bell Bank, proudly supporting champions everywhere.
Your home for Boss Snowplows is Burt's Truck Equipment on Highway 75 North in Moorhead.
Welcome back here to Spuds TV, brought to you by Muscatel Subaru. As the officials will call the teams back onto the field as Hopkins took a timeout, looking, I think, to get a play drawn up after their last offensive possession. They weren't able to find much as Moorhead was very stingy on defense, and it led to a nice fast break for Moorhead in which they were able to capitalize.
Yeah, you could hear during that last offensive possession the Hopkins coaches trying to direct players, and I think that was a really good timeout by the Royals to get things organized so that they can execute here on this possession.
Amato will start with it on the left-hand side there behind the goal. Amato will cradle as Hopkins will now cut as she had an open player. And that pass just misses as it hit off the stick of Johannig. And now Shaw will take it. She'll give it down to Braniff. Braniff will wait for Cutters. She's well defended by Moorhead. As Braniff, she was able to find a lane there to Hoshka. And Hoshka's shot, I don't think, got through to Davis. But now Davis will take the ball and we'll start the clear. As a nice play there by Ava Dunnigan. She sidesteps a stick check. And she'll cut back and she'll throw it up to Martinson. Martinson with the player open in front. And she does a nice spin move. Will be brought back out. It'll stay with Moorhead.
Yeah, restart at the top of the semicircle.
She'll move her to the left here.
So free position for the Spuds.
Now Martinson will throw it out and Dunnigan will take it. And the ball will stay with Moorhead here. It's an infraction was called on Hopkins. Dunnigan will throw it to the top. Dealstra will take it. Schultz glide through and her shot. I think caught Bosch's stick.
Yeah, a couple of great saves by Bosch there to keep the Spuds off the scoreboard.
Shaw starts it up, and now it'll find its way to Katzenmeyer, and now down to Braniff. And she'll look to take it behind the net. As Hopkins, you can see the offense are trying to run here as they try to get it on one of the sides of the goal and look for Cutters in between that Moorhead defense, but Moorhead doing it very well to counter that as the ball will pop out for Amato on the far side. Now she'll look to set up on the left-hand side of the goal. Johanna cuts through. And well done by Moorhead to get to Rich before she's able to get that ball. Now Shaw will take it down to Braniff. Braniff will look to set up. Well defended by Ritzer. Braniff will give it down to Amato. Amato will look to get to that near side, and it'll be Moorhead's ball.
Yeah, they called it a charge there on Amato down low.
We'll stay with Moorhead here.
Yeah, another foul on the Royals.
Retzer will take it. She's able to get over Dunnigan. She looks off to Dealstra, who does well to use her body to box out for that pass. And it's loose. A ball. It's still loose. And Hopkins will come away with it. As Johannig will pull back, and a nice recovery there by Dealstra. Ball stay with Moorhead. Now Dealstra will start up. She'll throw it up as Swenson now takes it. And she'll throw it up to Kerpis. Now Kerpis will look to drive the net. What a nice recovery check there by Hopkins. It's come to Swenson. It's just nice save by Bosch. Bosch will look to start the clear. A Shop will take it. That'll be given up and it'll find its way to number 9, Hashka. As Johannig will now drive and she'll look to start the fast break. It's given over to Katzenmeyer. She's Braniff down to her right. She'll go back up to Johannig. As you can hear the Hopkins coach yell to hold the ball. As Hashka looks to drive, another nice defensive play by the Spuds. But they'll turn it over once more as now Katzenmeyer will take it.
And a push called there on Hopkins on that ground ball. The Spuds really have been locked down defensively. I think Hopkins is running some nice cuts and they cycle their players well, but Moorhead is stuck with them. And so far, nothing on the board for the Royals.
Yeah, absolutely. The cuts from Hopkins have been relentless as they'll look to one side to the other and try to reverse the cuts, but Moorhead doing very well to have the numbers advantage. So Bartholomew will take it and she'll give it off over to Kerpis. Kerpis will throw it back out as now Mosier has it. She'll look to throw it down. She just drops it and she'll get it back. It's a 3-second violation, I believe, was called. You hear the ref yell out. Mosier will start with it on the far side. She'll throw it up to Swenson as she makes a nice catch. Swenson will look to drive. Hopkins does well in a double team. Now Mosier will take it. Mosier to Swenson. Looking for Nelson, but she wasn't ready for it. Nice play by Widke. Is Hopkins content to just let Moorhead have it at the top of the semicircle? As Shaw looked to defend Widke. Now Widke was almost able to get through and it'll stay Hopkins' ball.
Yeah, foul called there on Moorhead on the drive towards the net. Wojtke looked determined to get into a good scoring area, but great defense by Hopkins.
It's Hopkins now with a fast break. Johanning will take it and she'll give it down to Branf. Braniff will take it. She'll look for the cutter, but it just misses. Now Katzenmeyer will take it over to Shaw. Shaw back to Katzenmeyer. Johannig down to Braniff. Well defended once more by Retzer. Over to Amato. Amato will now look for the cutters. Moore does well to take away the middle.
Yeah, it's cycle after cycle down there. The Spuds have to be active defensively. Push called on Hopkins, so the Spuds will get possession.
That's a nice defensive play by Pepsin. And a great hustle play. Throw it up, and it'll stay in bounds with a nice spin there for Harvala, excuse me. Shop will take it as she goes down to the turf. As the ball will stay with Tweeten there. She'll look to start the quick restart.
Spuds have players in the middle, but the Royals doing a good job to keep the Spuds to the outside.
Bartholomew is forced out by Johannig. As they look for the cutter, as they look to find Maluski. And now Donegan will take it.
Number 21, Betsy Davis checking in for Moorhead.
Nice defensive play by Hopkins, and spoke too soon as the ball will stay with Moorhead. I believe infraction there was called on Rich. And Donegan will start with it. Donegan will give it down to Martinson. Martinson will throw it back out to Donegan. Donegan over to Dealstra. Now Dealstra will set up from the right side as she looks to cut into the middle. She's unable to find any space. As Hopkins does well and quick on the slide to double. Now Bartholomew.
Spuds are stacking up at the top of the semicircle.
Bartholomew just lost it as she looked to dodge up. Smolarski takes it.
A nice job by Molesky to stay with that one. It bounced away from her a couple of times.
Now Martinson will take it and she'll go around the net, and she'll be met by another Hopkins defender. Hopkins doing well to keep their sticks to the middle to cut off the passing lanes as that pass just goes over the head of Bingle. What a nice hustle by Molesky. Now Katzenmeyer will throw it up looking for Braniff, but she's unable to take the pass. Now Dealstra will run her way out. We'll stay with Moorhead.
Oh, great defensive play there, Carmen Hashka.
Another loose ball. Nice play by Hopkins to support each other there. And infraction there will be called on Bingle. It's just a little too aggressive on Katzenmeyer. A nice play to get it to Braniff as she'll look to drive down the center.
Look like a yellow card given to Moorhead, Sydney Tweeten.
Moorhead will be down one player. Katzenmeyer will take it. Just look at it down, and a nice play there by Wackenheim. And it will stay with Moorhead.
Yeah, great job by the Spuds there to pick up that loose ball.
throw it over, looking for Harvala. Nice play as Kerpis takes it.
Stick around the head area called on Hopkins, so Moorhead went with the restart.
Now Kerpis will drive down the alley. Just Dunnigan to her right. She'll throw it out. Now Dunnigan will take it to the top of the semicircle. It'll be thrown over to Mosier. Mosier will give it over to Bingle. Bingle with a nice move.
Lost her footing a little bit.
The turf just got her there. Casimir will take it. Her pass is just out of the reach of Braniff. And a great play there by Harvala.
Yeah, really nice pickup.
Now Braniff will take it back.
Spuds trying to get their defenders on.
Now Casimir will take it here. She gives it over to Johannig. Now Hoshka will carry. She now gives it off to Shop. As we're back to even strength here for the Spuds. Now Hoshka will take it. Zamata will now take it. And Hopkins will set up looking for those cutters. Amato will look to drive, but in a great defensive play by Davis.
Yeah, really well done by Davis there. It looked like Hopkins had something dangerous brewing.
A Shop will try the other side. So they'll give it down, looking for Hoshka, and she just misses the pass, but she'll get it back. Now Hoshka will take it, and she'll look. She looks for Shop, and a nice save by Davis.
Well, Hopkins finally got that pass to the inside they've been looking for all game long, and Davis was there to shut the door for the Spuds.
Now it's just a minute 40 left here on the clock. Moorhead will look to clear this one out and look to get it off its possession here, as it'll stay with Moorhead. Excuse me, it'll be Hopkins' ball.
Yeah, charge called there on the Spuds, a little aggressive going forward.
As Hoshka has it, gives it back. Another Shaw who will carry there along the sideline. She's forced out of bounds by Tweeton. No, it'll stay Hopkins. Now with 1:14 left. It'll be given over to Braniff. She'll look for cutters, but she's defended well once more by Moorhead. As Moorhead does well to take the middle away. They were able to find that backdoor cutter. And now Davis will have it. Now Mosier will drive up that sideline. Hoshka does well to get back, but he'll stay with Moorhead. So the clock will stop here as it's under 2 minutes. And they look to get the ball back to the midfield area.
I think in one of the exchanges, a colored ball was picked up, and they're exchanging that now.
Moorhead will start with this, and she'll throw it off, but it just is out of the reach of Nelson. But it comes over to Swenson. As it'll stay with Swenson here. With 33.4 left on your Moorhead Dental Associates scoreboard. So now Swenson will drive, as she does well to get around the defenders, and she's still going. As her shot just goes wide of Bosch.
Yeah, nice drive there by Swenson to get an opportunity. There hasn't been a lot of offense generated for the Spuds recently.
Ever since that second goal, the Spuds have been a little slower on offense so far, but nice move by Kerpis. And she throws it home, just as we say, with 15.3 left to give the Spuds a 3-0 lead on your Moorhead Dental Associates scoreboard.
Yeah, it never fails. You start talking about how the offense is stalled out and the Spuds score.
Great play by Kerpis there. She got it on the spin and was able to beat Bosch on that near post shoulder.
By number 10, Abby Kerpis. Time of that goal, 15 seconds remaining in the first half, makes it 3-0 Moorhead.
Well, and really you have to credit Sophie Swenson, too, for kind of sparking that offense. She made a real aggressive drive to the net. It didn't pan out, but the Spuds were able to come right back and then get one to go.
Nelson wins it for that draw forward and takes it. The Spuds will look to get one final shot off here with 5 seconds remaining. It'll be blocked down by Hopkins. As that, after one half of play, your Moorhead Spuds lead the Hopkins Royals a 3-0 on goals from Nelson, Martinson, and Kerpis. As we'll be back with you here on Spuds TV for the second half, brought to you by Muscatel Subaru.
The Moorhead Spud Boosters support students at Moorhead High School involved in co-curricular activities. Your membership in Moorhead Spud Boosters directly benefits Moorhead's student athletes, celebrating 40 years of supporting Spud athletics.
Revive Professional Massage Therapy Clinic. Locally owned and operated. Open 7 days a week, day, evening, and same-day appointments available. Couples massages also available. 20 highly trained professional licensed massage therapists on staff. Now with 2 locations, South Fargo and Detroit Lakes. Offering online booking and online gift certificates. www.reviveprofessionalmassage.com.
small business owner. She is swamped. Pam knows she needs to advertise but is overwhelmed by all the options. What if there was a way for Pam to have access to a team of media experts? What if this was at no extra cost and didn't require a contract? Meet Avenue Right. Save time, money, and get peace of mind that your advertising dollars are well spent.
Natural talent, physical gifts, training advantages. To become a champion, none of that matters. True champions are the ones who are comfortable working harder, staying later, and finding that competitive edge. They are never satisfied simply doing a good job, because those who transform themselves from local talent into local folklore are the ones who continually perform beyond their limits. Bell Bank, proudly supporting champions everywhere.
Your home for Boss Snowplows is Burt's Truck Equipment on Highway 75 North in Moorhead.
The Moorhead Spud Boosters support students at Moorhead High School involved in co-curricular activities. Your membership in Moorhead Spud Boosters directly benefits Moorhead's student athletes, celebrating 40 years of supporting Spud athletics.
Revive Professional Massage Therapy Clinic. Locally owned and operated. Open 7 days a week, day, evening, and same-day appointments available. Couples massages also available. 20 highly trained professional licensed massage therapists on staff. Now with 2 locations, South Fargo and Detroit Lakes. Offering online booking and online gift certificates. www.reviveprofessionalmassage.com.
Welcome back here to Spuds TV, brought to you by Muscatel Subaru, as we get set here for the face-off for the second half, as your Moorhead Spuds lead the Hopkins Royals 3-0 on goals from Nelson, Martinson, and Kerpis, as Moorhead's defense has really been the stellar aspect so far of this game, as they've not allowed Hopkins to really create any chances so far.
Couple of good passes to the middle, but the Spud defense were able to collapse down, and I think only a couple of shots getting in on Davis, and when they did, she was equal to the task.
The Spuds keeping those shots to an area where Davis will make the save. As Nelson does well, and she'll come away with it off the opening face-off, and it'll stay with the Spuds.
Well, Nelson does such a nice job on the draw to get that ball high up in the air, and then she uses her height advantage.
Now going down to Widke as she looks for that pass in the middle. It's popped around and it'll be taken out. Thrown up to Hashka. She looks to the middle, but a nice play by Swenson to knock it down, and now Nelson will take it back. And she'll throw it up. Just out of the reach, and Hopkins does well as they'll run away with it. Now Hashka will take it once more along that right-hand side. Throw it looking for Katzenmeyer. She'll take it on the second bounce there. She's blocked off by Nelson. She'll keep it. Now she'll give it over to Shop. She'll give it over to Shaw. Now it finds its way down to Hashka. Hashka will carry it up. She looked for that lane, and Moorhead does well to collapse. Now Amato around the net. As Hopkins will now look to set up once more behind the net and start with the cutters. Now Amato will take it on that that far side of the net. Amato will carry. She'll look to carry and be the defense, and they do well. Widke ran away with it, and will stay with Widke.
Yeah, the Spuds did a really nice job defensively and then came away with drawing the foul.
As that ball just bounces over Bingle, and it'll get out of bounds. As Johannig will now start with it for the Royals. She's give it up to Hashka. She gives it up to Katzenmeyer. Katzenmeyer looked to drive, but her shot goes wide at Davis. But it'll stay. It'll be Moorhead's ball. Now Davis will start to clear. She'll throw it up. Hashka does well.
Yeah, nice interception there.
As
head contact called on Moorhead. Look like there will be a card issued. And Cami Woidke will come off.
Woidke, I think, just barely caught her on the head there as she tried to get in front to slow her down. Moorhead will be down one player, as they were at one point in the first half. But on that, they did very well and didn't allow Hopkins much of anything. Now Hashka will take it. And they'll look to cut from the bottom now. Look to cut up. Just thrown off, and it's bounced over the net by Amato.
That was a great catch, first of all. I mean, it was a difficult pass. Amato did well to catch it, but then not able to get that shot on goal.
Hashka will take it, and she'll start it at the top. She'll give it over.
Foul called on Pepsin. This is the dangerous restart.
So Rich will have a chance here, and she'll go to the back door, and they'll score. As Shaw gets the Royals on the board, as a great play by Rich, as everyone collapsed to her, thinking she would shoot.
When you can get that restart on that inner circle, typically you're going to take that shot. And like you said, Grant, I mean, a great recognition to find Shaw on the backside, and she was wide open. It was a pretty easy goal to get past Davis, and all of a sudden it's 3-1.
On your Moorhead at Dental Associates scoreboard, it now reads 3-1 with a 21:33 left here in the second half.
Well, the Spuds defense has been broken. We'll see if Hopkins can, keep that momentum going and get back into this one.
Hopkins at possession kind of flipped it around rather than starting with the ball at the bottom and cutting through. They started the ball at the top and cut from behind the net up and through. Shop has it. And Shop will look to get the shot off, but a nice defense by Pepsin. Now Amato will have it behind the net. She'll look to carry it up. She looks for the cutter, but they miss.
Yeah, it was the right idea. Looked like Shop was open in the middle, but the pass just sailed high.
It'll stay with Hopkins.
Yeah, foul on the near side, so players will get positioned here.
Amato here on the restart. As they'll redo it here.
Yeah, still some instruction. This is Moorhead's only second season with varsity lacrosse.
Now Amato once more, and her shot just goes wide of Davis. Shop has it. She looks to spin. She'll get through, and she puts it home high. As the Royals come roaring back here, as with 2 early second half goals, as now on your Moorhead Dental Associates scoreboard, it reads a 3-2 for Moorhead. Still with that 1 goal advantage, but Moorhead will take a timeout here to try to cool off Hopkins' momentum and get back, to their offense possessions. Welcome back here, Spuds TV, brought to you by Muscatel Subaru. As Moorhead comes out of that timeout, I think looking to turn the tides back in their favor here.
Yeah, momentum definitely shifted. The Hopkins Royals were able to get 2 goals about a minute apart from Shaw and then Shop, and have made this a 1-goal game.
As Moorhead unable to really get an offensive possession so far this half. The ball has seemed to be in their defensive half so far.
And adjustments by Hopkins have allowed them to find some weaknesses in the Moorhead defense.
As the ball bounces around, and it's still bouncing as a Shaw will look to come away with it. And Moorhead does well. As a loose push is called on Moorhead. Now Now Shaw will start with it. She'll drive through the center part of the field. She'll give it down to Rich. Now Rich will start with it as Hopkins will look to cut through. Moorhead doing well to cover. Now Rich will look to dodge.
Charge called there on Hopkins as Moorhead stood their ground defensively. I think that was Pepsin for the Spuds.
Rich looked to dodge there as the cutters weren't getting the space needed there. Now Pepsin will throw it up and it'll get through. It's a loose ball once more. Will come away to Heeneman. They'll lose it. Schuchard throws it up. Now Rich will look to drive down the central part. She gets through, but she loses it at the last second.
Yeah, stick in around the head area called on Moorhead.
It'll be a dangerous restart here. Looks like Rich.
Yeah, free position here for Rich.
There's a Rich and a nice save by Davis. She came out to close down the angle, and Moorhead will get the ball here on the restart.
Davis 1-on-4 there trying to get out of trouble.
Davis has been tested early on in the second half, and another save. Another dangerous restart here for Hopkins.
I think Hopkins has found some success here driving towards the net. Earlier, in that first half, they were running strictly cutters, and now they're taking some drives.
Shaw with almost a straight-on angle here at Davis. And she'll put it home. As Hopkins with 3 unanswered goals here to start the second half, as Shaw will get her second of the game to tie this game up. As on your Moorhead Dental Associates scoreboard, it reads a 3-3 with 17-19 left here in the second half.
Yeah, the Spuds had everything working in that first half. They had enough offense. Their defense was stellar. Davis made the stops that she had to make, and Hopkins have come out here in this second half. They've answered with 3 more, and we're tied at 3.
Hopkins really driving the net this second half and getting those dangerous restarts. I believe we'll redo here the face-off.
Yeah,
Swenson.
The ball has to come in an upward motion, and it looked like it just kind of fell to the ground there.
That one will be popped up, and Swenson will come away with it, but Hopkins does well as they swarm her. Now Hashka will break down the center of the field. She gets out of the reach of Dunnigan. Now Hashka will give it back to Shaw. Down to Hashka. Hopkins stacking there on that far side as they run through. There's a 3-second violation called there. And it'll stay with Hopkins, it appears. Hashka will get it around looking for Amato as she lost the ball just as she went for the shot. It'll come free. Now Hashka will take it and she'll reset. Hoshka will drive back as she looks for the shot. Another infraction there called on Moorhead. And it looks like it'll be another dangerous restart. I think they're third or fourth dangerous restart.
And it's all been generated by those drives toward the net. The Spuds defensively not able to get into position and accept those, what could be a charging call, but instead they're committing fouls, and it's giving Hopkins chances.
Hoshka now will have the chance as her shot is saved by Davis. Davis keeping Moorhead in this one as she has been tested quite often so far here in the second half. Many times when that's her second, one-on-one save from those restarts so far in this half. Shaw will come away with it. She'll look to get around, and she'll go around the crease. She's defended there by Ritzer. Nice defensive play, but it'll come free for Hoshka, and her shot just misses. And it'll stay with Hopkins. A shot with a nice hustle play.
Now the Spuds dodged one there. It looked like Hoshka had an opening on the near side and just missed that open net. But Hopkins in good position to maintain possession behind the goal.
Hopkins have found a few of those open cutters here this second half. Creating some confusion with that rotation as now Shaw will carry. She had a Rich cutting through. Now Shaw gets through. Her shot hits off the post. And it'll go out of bounds, and it'll stay with Hopkins. As now Hoshka will start it up there on that far sideline. Throw it over to Rich. Now she'll get it. She has a nice dodge. She gets to the middle. Her shot, another save by Davis.
I think they maybe called a ward on Hopkins. I'm not sure.
Moorhead will get a chance here to start with the ball and get a possession for the first time this half, as now Martinson will break away. And she'll drive to the net. They have a 2-on-1, and Martinson will go. And Martinson will throw it home as the Spuds on the quick counterattack put that one home as Martinson just outran all of the Hopkins defenders.
Well, second goal for Martinson, and she just ran away from people. What speed by Sydney Martinson, and opened things up. She had an option for a pass as well, but she was able to run past the defender, get one-on-one on the goaltender Bosch, and she made no mistake to give Moorhead the 4-3 lead.
She had Bartholomew driving the right-hand side on that 2-on-1 and took it to the net herself. As on the Moorhead Dental Associates scoreboard, it now reads 4-3 in favor of your Moorhead Spuds. As Nelson's back in there for the draw. It's one up. It's another loose ball. Looks like Hoshka will get it. She'll throw it down. As Hopkins will look to Katzenmeyer. Another save by Davis.
Wow. Davis has been fantastic here this second half.
Davis, the reason the Spuds are leading so far in this game is that's her third or fourth one-on-one save she's made just this half.
Yeah, point blank.
As Rich loses it, and Davis will get there. Throw it up, and it'll be deflected forward. The Spuds have numbers if they go fast. As Bartholomew takes it, she'll cut to the middle. She throws it down to Martinson, who just misses it. Now Martinson will look to dodge, and now she'll slow it down and give the defense a break here. More to look to get their first sustained offensive possession. As Martinson does well, and her shot just goes off the side of the net. And it'll stay with Moorhead.
Well, Martinson looked like she was going to have a chance on that fast break, but really well defended by Joe Hanning, and that forced Martinson wide.
As Bosch comes out to pick off that pass, and she'll throw it up. as Katzenmeyer will now drive across midfield. Give it over to Rich. Rich will look to drive the net. Well defended by Pepsin. She loses as she goes for the shot. Hervala was fouled there. She looked to break away with it. That ball will be thrown up, and it's over Mosier. Bartholomew looks to come and get it, and she will. Hopkins doing well to get their defenseman back. As Holden will now take it and throw it back to Bosch. Bosch will throw it up. Now Shaw will take it. Shot that just bounces over Katzenmeyer. Now Shot as well. She will push that back for Perry to take. As now Hopkins will look to drive once more as that's Amato. Amato will now look to slow it down as Katzenmeyer cuts through. Now Amato will look to drive as she gets through, and she loses it as she goes to the net. And that'll pop free for Shop there. Now Hoshka will have it. Katzenmeyer now will look to start it up. They look for the cutters, well defended by Wachenheim. There'll be a restart there from behind the goal.
Yeah, foul there by Harvala of Moorhead. Give Hopkins the restart.
As they look to the center there, as they had two bodies right in front of Davis.
Yeah, contact on the shoulder there of Harvala. And so the foul called, that'll give possession to the Spuds.
Harvala will start it for the Spuds. Throw up to Nelson. Nelson just misses it. Just look to break away as Hopkins looks to swarm her. So it's a 5v1 and Hopkins will win it back. So now Perry will drive down that sideline. She'll cut into the middle. She'll look to turn and spin, and a nice recovery check there by the Spuds defense. As Perry looked to spin and shoot.
Now, really a great run there by Perry. She avoided a couple of defenders, had a spin turnaround chance. Just unfortunately, her shot went wide, and then the Spuds were in position to get the restart possession.
Now Swenson will take it. She'll put the moves on, but Hopkins does so well to swarm the ball. And like you see here, a 3v1.
Yeah, they've really stepped up their defensive game, and when the Spuds have possession, there are 2 or 3 Royals around.
Now Dunnigan will take it. She'll cut to the middle. She'll give it to Martinson. Martinson just misses it. Now she'll get it back. Martinson with a nice move. Martinson looking for the hat trick. It'll stay with the Spuds here with 8:29 remaining in this contest.
Spuds have yet to have an inner circle free position here in the second half.
Martinson will look, and she'll throw it back. As Kerpis now has it. She looks to get it out, and it's in the stick of Bosch. The Spuds' lone goal this half coming on. A very nice fast break and a counterattack that they're able to score on and not able to get those long sustained possessions that Hopkins has had so far.
Yeah, Hopkins really got to hand it to them. They've made some great adjustments over the halftime, and things have come out in their favor in the second half, but the Spuds able to answer and now hold that 4-3 advantage.
Davis really, for the Spuds, Grace Davis has really stood on her head to keep the Spuds in the lead so far.
Yeah, she's been the story here in the second half.
So Mosher now has it, and she'll give it to Dunnigan. Dunnigan will look to drive. She gets through a couple checks, and a nice save by Bosch.
Good save. And I think a foul on Martinson there, contact with the goalkeeper in the circle.
So they'll throw it up, and Holden will take it, and she'll look to break across and start this fast break. Throws it up to Amato. She'll look to go to the net. Swenson comes back on the back check. Amato will look to set up as Hopkins will look to tie this one. So continue to cut across. Katzenmeyer now cuts, followed by Shaw. It'll be brought around the net by Amato. Hopkins has had success trying to dodge and get those free position starts. Now Shaw, shot, and she scores.
That's 3 for Shaw.
As Shaw completes the hat trick with a nice shot in top right corner.
Hopkins goal scored by number 13, Avery Shaw.
As on the Moorhead Dental Associates scoreboard, the score now reads Moorhead Spuds 4 and the Hopkins Royals 4 with 6:16 remaining here in the second half.
Well, Shaw made a nice cut into that inner circle, got the pass, and was a nice quick catch and release. Went top corner on it and ties up this game. And Dunnigan went into the circle before the start, so it'll be free possession here for Hopkins.
Shaw will run down the hot hand for Hopkins. As she'll set up behind, and Hopkins will cut through. It looked like she had Rich there open. Wasn't able to find a lane.
Pepson doing a nice job of taking away that passing lane.
She'll now throw it to the middle, finds Katzenmeyer. And Hopkins now takes the lead as Shaw, who has had 3 goals, now with a nice pass, finds Katzenmeyer.
Yeah, and you can see the Moorhead defenders talking about what happened there, how Katzenmeyer got loose in the middle, and a great pass into the center by Shaw, and Katzenmeyer made no mistake and now gives Hopkins their first lead of the game.
Hopkins has been relentless here in the second half. 2 straight possessions with goals. Shaw scores the first one, and on this one carries it around and finds that second cutter, that first cutter clear through, and is able to find Katzenmeyer, who puts it home. As on your Moorhead Dental Associates scoreboard now reads Moorhead Spuds 4 to Hopkins Royals 5 with 5:36 remaining here in this game.
Pam is a small business owner. She is swamped. Pam knows she needs to advertise, but is overwhelmed by all the options. What if there was a way for Pam to have access to a team of media experts? What if this was at no extra cost and didn't require a contract? Meet Avenue Right. Save time, money, and get peace of mind that your advertising dollars are well spent.
Natural talent, physical gifts, training advantages. To become a champion, none of that matters. True champions are the ones who are comfortable working harder, staying later, and finding that competitive edge. They are never satisfied simply doing a good job, because those who transform themselves from local talent into local folklore are the ones who continually perform beyond their limits. Bell Bank, proudly supporting champions everywhere.
Welcome back here to Spuds TV, brought to you by Muscatel Subaru, as Moorhead there took another timeout to try to slow that Hopkins momentum, as it's still the Moorhead's just down by 1 despite this great second half that Hopkins has had. Moorhead just down by 1 here with a lot of time remaining. I'm sure the coach is going over some offensive schemes.
Yeah, the Royals outscoring the Spuds 5-1 here in this second half, but lots of time, and the Spuds have shown that they can be explosive offensively, and they'll need to crank it up here now going forward.
Swenson and Shaw will redo this face-off. Swenson's able to get it. She'll drive the net. And it'll nice save by Bosch. The ball will be bounced around. And now it'll pop free. Smoleski looks to take it. A great play by Perry. Now Shop will throw it up. It's Katzenmeyer on the left, will now get it, but it's over her head. And that ball will be saved by Wachenheim.
Yeah, Wachenheim, good hustle there to get to the ball, but she wasn't able to keep possession for the Spuds. And
Wachenheim got caught between two minds, whether to let it go out or try to save it. And another timeout here has been called this time.
Yeah, I think Hopkins took this one. Yep.
Hopkins, as you can see, their coach running down that sideline to get that timeout in. So I think Hopkins will look to set up some sort of offensive possession here to hopefully get this game to a 2-goal lead with 4:38 here remaining.
Your home for Boss Snowplows is Burt's Truck Equipment on Highway 75 North in Moorhead.
Welcome back here to Spuds TV, brought to you by Muscatel Subaru, as Hopkins now took their turn to call a timeout.
Now the Spuds are going to have to be aggressive here defensively to try to get possession back. Hopkins won't be in any hurry to force the ball and potentially a turnover.
Hopkins will look to draw the Spuds out and maybe open up some space in the middle. Started there by Katzenmeyer. Pepsin looks to play some defense. And Rich will now take it at the top. Rich will look to drive. Now back down to Katzenmeyer. As Hopkins will, slowly go about this. Over to Shop. Shop with a nice move. She looks to get around, but a nice recovery there by the Spuds, and it's a loose ball. It's a big loose ball here for the Spuds to come away with. And they're unable to get it, and Shaw puts it home.
Yeah, dangerous loose ball, laid on the ground for a long time there, just kicked around, and nobody was able to get possession. You saw Davis kind of go for it, looking to get possession, and it came right out to Shaw, and she just backhanded it into the open net. So the Spuds now with a lot of work to do, still time, but trailing by 2.
Shaw with her 4th of the game as that loose ball sat just on the right side of Davis, and it was in between all the bodies, and it popped out behind her, and Shaw was in the right place at the right time. Was able to shovel it home. It's a big face-off here for the Spuds as Nelson will take it. Nelson will look to get it. It'll bounce around, and it'll come free for Shop. Shop does well, and she'll throw it down. As Johnson will now take it behind the net for the Royals. Over to Shop. Now Hopkins, once more, slowly go about this possession. There's any more Dental Associates scoreboard. There's 3:18 and ticking remaining in this game as the Royals are up 6-4 on the Spuds. The Spuds needing a big turnover here and a big offensive possession.
They nearly got one, but able to keep possession there was Rich.
Now Rich will almost go back to the corner. As you can hear or see their coach on the left-hand side. They're directing them. He's almost on the field. As now Moorhead will pressure out, and Rich will look to get through him. And she scores. As Rich did very well on that play to draw out the Spuds defenseman and beat him back to the middle, and was able to score on that near side post up high.
Yeah, that's the advantage you have when you've got the lead late in the game and you force the defense to make a move and really challenge things. And that brought, like you said, Grant, brought the defense out, spread them out, opened up space in the middle, and Rich was able to take advantage and beat Davis. And now the Spuds really with some work to do, trailing by 3.
Rich with a nice play as the Spuds forced, to pressure on him to get that, to recover that 2-goal lead. And always the dangerous that is opening up the middle, as you saw Rich there. He's very clinical in front and able to put that one away. Nelson will win it up, and it will be
a push called on Nelson there.
Now Shaw will take it forward. As Hopkins this second half has had some fire under them and does look like a completely different team than we saw in that first half, where they were just unable to crack that Moorhead defense.
Yeah, 7 goals this second half. Very impressive.
Now Shop will take it, and Hopkins will look to keep the ball behind the net with only 2 minutes remaining here. I'll get over to Rich. And she'll run over to this near side corner.
Yeah, it worked out for her last time. She's going to try it again.
Moorhead now quick on the slide. Get back to Shop. Shop will use her body position there on Retzer. Now Betsy Davis will go over, and now Shop has lane to the net, and she'll throw it back for Rich as they'll look to kill off the rest of this 1:18. As now Moorhead will bring the double team.
Well, Moorhead's forced to do something here, force something to happen.
There's Swenson there. The catalyst, and a nice move by Rich. She goes to the net, and a save by Davis. Swenson lost her stick, and now Hoshka will take it, and that ball just seems to keep finding those Hopkins sticks.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. Moorhead got the loose ball that they wanted, but not able to get possession.
Now Rich will start from behind, over to Shop. These two have just played a game of catch behind. Now Shop will go back out. She'll give it back to Rich, back to Shop. As Hopkins continues to cut. But Hopkins looking to kill off this clock. And now Shop will just run through the middle and give it out for Shaw, down to Amato. With only 15 seconds remaining. Now give it down to Rich, as Hopkins almost certainly will kill off the rest of this clock. Give it over to Shaw as the final buzzer will go. As a absolutely stellar second half from the Hopkins Royal. Saw them overcome a 3-goal deficit to win this one 7-4 on your Moorhead Dental Associates scoreboard, with 4 goals coming from Shaw in this second half. And another one by Shop, one by Katzenmeyer, and one by Rich. As the Spuds goal scorers read Nelson, Martinson with 2, and Kerpis. As the final score will read the Hopkins Royals 7 to the Moorhead Spuds 4. See the Spuds put their record to 3-4, and Hopkins, with their second win of the year, are now at 2-6. Spuds TV brought to you by Muscatel Subaru.
We out.